Hey, hey, we're Saints. Christ is risen. Father Chris here. Welcome to our Crucifixional live stream. Glad to have you beautiful people with us on this glorious Cinco de Mayo. All of those who are celebrating, we wish you the best. Celebrate for us as we're working. We're talking about, excuse me, we're talking about being a light to the world. It's just crazy out there, right? Like, I know you guys are watching this and enjoying it. Hopefully, thank you very much for being with us. And then you're going to turn it off and you're going to go back to the chaos that is life. And that life feels sometimes dark and overwhelming, right? It does for me. I mean, it's constant. I know it. It's probably by design. But as we're navigating our way through the darkness, we don't have to submit. We don't have to succumb. We don't have to be victims of it. We can be light in this darkness. Jesus tells us in Matthew chapter 5 that you are the light of the world. He's saying, even in his time, it was dark, right? It's no different than our time. And he's telling those who hear him and hear his words that through a life of the cross, living crucifixionally, you can be a light in the world, right? Not just so that you know how to walk, but so that others also might look at you and say, oh, that's a person that I might want to follow. Much like we think about the saints that we want to emulate, we want to be warrior saints. So we're warriors who are battling to become saints so that we might be light that others can see and others can follow, so that we might navigate through the darkness. To do that, this week we've been visiting a beautiful book, which again I encourage you to get, Ryan Hawk's The Pursuit of Excellence. Again, if you don't know who he is, you got to watch Monday through Wednesday's episodes to see. We talk about Hawk and his writings a little bit, and in his chapter on self-inventory, which we talked about yesterday, he talks about how you got to be honest and find the junk inside so that you can fix it and get better. And the next thing he says is that process of getting better, of building a better you, as we like to say as warrior saints, it's a process. Listen, that process is a process. And he is of the mindset that, there's that saying, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And then other people refute that. No, who cares how you get there? Just get to the end. And there's merit for both. Ryan Hawk is definitely there's beauty in the journey kind of mindset, and the destination just kind of happens. That's how if you follow the process, you arrive at the destination. That's his theory, which many others say, and there's beautiful merit to it. The point that we want to explore today is that in getting better, it is not something that happens overnight. Much though we would like it to be, much like we would love to take a magic red pill and all of the excess pounds shed right off of our body, and that all of the money, this little pill will also give us all of the money that we need and the financial success and freedom and security that we so desire. And that same little pill will make me so desirable to the opposite sex that I will have plenty of men or women who are knocking on my door to marry them or to be with me. Or if you are married already, the beauty of our relationship happened just by taking this magic pill, and we now have the best marriage ever. And at the same time that we swallowed that pill, my children, they became unbelievable human beings. And on goes the list, because as Americans, and I know we have an international audience, you too, brother and sister, we want things easy, right? We like that. And we just want it to happen quickly. Unfortunately, life doesn't happen like that. Life is a battlefield. Life is a war, baby, right? And you know what? It's hard. It's not supposed to be easy. As we often say, you don't even want it to be easy. You like the grind. I mean, it's rough when you're in it and you get bloody knuckles, right? Like we don't enjoy that. Nobody looks and says, "Oh, make it as painful as you possibly can. I like to feel the pain." Very few people even think like that. But somewhere deep inside, we know that by surmounting those challenges and that difficulty, we're going to arrive at the destination that we want to go to. And so in some real sense, we have to remember living life as a warrior saint is not a one and done. It ain't something that happens. It's not something that I have arrived. It is a constant journey that is always one more step ahead of us. Always one more step ahead. One more thing that we have to chase. It's a process. Now listen, this is interesting. Disney Pixar, which I know you know, they make a gazillion movies. We've all seen some of their movies. They have this process that they go through to produce their films. They start with an idea, which goes to a storyboard, which is updated and torn apart and redone, all that kind of stuff. Then they film, or if they're animated, they draw, and then they redraw, and they X out, and they erase and start over, and it keeps going. And what they say, Disney Pixar says, we never release that film. Sorry, we never finish that film, right? Like, We've never gotten to we just release it. Listen to it again. We don't finish our films. We just release them. So that in their process of going from idea to release, it's a constant evolution moving forward. And they're honest enough to know that if we kept going and not released this yet, we would have made another iteration. It would have evolved into something different, right? They just decide to release it because, all right, we've gotten to a point where we feel comfortable. This will make some money for our company. Put it out there. And then you and I go to the movies and watch it. But I want you to take that in mind, that your life too is a process. You have never reached that final destination. Not in this life, maybe in the next, but it is a constant grinding and pushing forward, right? It is a constant push, a process to get better every single day. It's not comfortable, as we said a moment ago. It's really hard, as we said a moment ago, and you may be afraid of it, which is understandable. But here's the key. You do not have to go through that process all by yourself. You do not have to even try to figure it out all by yourself, right? Our Lord has done that for us. He has shown us the way of the cross. We are here to teach you the way of that cross by visiting warriorsaints.org. I need you to go there right now today. Subscribe. For those who are new viewers, the Way of the Warrior Saint is our online subscription service. Dude, it's $8, right? There's nothing to prohibit you from going and subscribing to the library, where you will receive access to all of our teachings, all of them, about how to build a better you, how to continue forward in that process of becoming a warrior saint. It's time. You want to be better? You want to build a better you? Visit. You want to stay in your mediocrity? Great. I mean, it's up to you. You have that choice. But I don't know that that's where you really want to be. I think you are striving to find something better inside you, and we can help you do that. We'll be back tomorrow to wrap up the week. Until then, as always, beautiful people, keep walking on the way of the warrior saint.